What's up, guys? I'm Noah Yuchnitz, owner and piercer at Platinum Tattoos in San Antonio, Texas, off of 410 and Evers location. I want to take some time to talk to you about some of your aftercare choices you have. There's a couple of different ways that you can do your aftercare. Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong. There's just depends on what your piercer preference is on how to take care of your piercing. That being said, you want to make sure you wash your hands before you start any process, just to make sure that your hands are clean, just in case you have to help move your ear, fold your ear, or kind of touch your nose if that's even called for. But again, just in case you do need to use your hands, you should wash your hands. Practicing washing your hands a couple times a day is just good hygiene in general. So make sure you wash your hands before you start the cleaning process, just to make sure you're safe. Then you're going to want to get your saline solution. Some piercers or some studios will push for wash it with antibacterial soap first before you do the saline solution or other products. But here at Platinum Tattoos, we just tell people to use the saline solution. We don't want them to use the actual soap just because that causes more contact around the piercing area, which could lead to infections or irritations or just stressing the piercing out or causing more trauma to the area than what's already been done with the piercing, the initial piercing. So that being said, move forward with getting the saline solution. You're going to, if we were saying a helix piercing or any external piercing, you're going to spray that saline solution on the front side and on the back side, or the inside and the outside, depending on wherever the location of the piercing's at. You want to make sure you spray it on both sides. And then you want to repeat that 3 or 4 times. So spraying it on the outside, then on the backside, wait a couple seconds, and then spray it on the outside, and then on the backside, and then wait a couple of seconds, and then you would spray it on the inside, and then the outside, and then wait a couple seconds, and then spray it on the inside, and then spray it on the outside. And all you're doing is you're giving it some chance for it to kind of soak up and get all that debris nice and loosened up a little bit, because it's usually dry and crusty, and sometimes they can be kind of stubborn. So you might need to grab a Q-tip and kind of help clean that stuff off. And then once you kind of help clean all the stubborn crusties or boogers or whatever other debris that might have come in contact with the piercing, you want to give it a final spray with your saline solution just to make sure that the area is nice, clean, and the surface is debris-free, because piercings will heal from the outside in. So you just need to make sure that you do your job on keeping the outside clean, so that way your body can do the job on healing it from the outside in. Some people will have some complications to some of the piercing products. Saline solution is not really one of those products that you really have to worry about. It is a all natural substance. It comes out of an aerosol, so therefore that heat that you feel when you first initial get that piercing and that throb will definitely take that down and reduce that irritation and that feeling of the throbbing and the pain and the heat and all the other discomfort that you can name, which there's a lot. It will help eliminate those and reduce that feeling, because it's cold and it comes spraying out. Some people, you can get a stream or you can get a mist. I personally like the mist just because it is a little bit more messier, because it kind of sprays down the area. So a lap towel or a face cloth or something of some sort to catch some of the saline solution is probably recommended. When you do the stream, sometimes it can, some people will say, well, it kind of feels like it's going inside the piercing because they have it too close and it's a stream and it's a little bit harder. Sometimes it can cause a little bit more irritation, or it can push some of the debris into the piercing, which then can cause other complications and then lead to infections, which are something that we all don't want. So be a little careful on getting the stream. I recommend the mist. Here at Platinum Tattoos, we carry both sizes. We carry a 2.6 and we carry a 6.3 milliliter bottle. Both of them are basically the same solution, just one's bigger for multiple piercings and the other one is a little bit smaller. Price difference is fractions, so I recommend getting the bigger one. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and then obviously not have it. So invest in just a couple more dollars, $1 or $2 more, and get the bigger size. I recommend. When you're out, you can always call the studio or go to your local studio to make sure that you help support them, because aftercare sales definitely helps keeps those doors open. So make sure that you find your local studio that you want to support and make sure that you keep up with your aftercare. Most aftercares have a couple of year shelf life on them. So you can keep them there, and they're good for cuts, scrapes, minor burns, or other insect bites, or anything that you just kind of like want to clean out. It is a wound wash. It's just made for punctures, so therefore it is good for cuts and scrapes. It's definitely qualified. Not saying I'm a doctor, so I'm not saying if you get a gnarly scratch or a gnarly scrape or burn or something like that to just do that because Noah at Platinum said to. No, no, no. Definitely talk to a doctor, your physician, and follow whatever they say. I'm just saying as a piercer standpoint, we tell people to use a saline solution to take care of their piercings, and it's the same type of wound wash that they sell at grocery stores for minor scrapes, cuts, and burns, except for these are made for punctured piercings. So that's just what I'm saying. Take my information at whatever weight you want. You want to be careful on exposing it to the sun. Piercings are definitely a little sensitive and need a little tender love and care. So exposure to sun can sometimes also irritate the piercing. So be a little careful and mindful for going out to the beach, just getting a fresh piercing, which then would lead up to the next thing. Do not submerge or get your piercing wet in any bodies of water. Showers are okay because obviously we got to shower, but submerging it in lakes, jacuzzis, pools, bubble baths, oceans, rivers, any other types of still bodies of water or even running bodies of water is not recommended. If there's a situation where you come in contact with water or you submerge it in water because somebody pushed you in the pool, and since you're in the pool, you might as well, hey, I'm already in here, I might as well go swimming and have fun, right? So if you accidentally do fall in the water, it's not like don't call the CDC or call the FBI or 911 or anything and say that your piercing's falling off or that you're about to die. It's not like that. All you got to do is just take your aftercare with you, so that way you're not aftercareless, and make sure that you go ahead and do a thorough aftercare cleaning on your piercing. Just make sure that you do the processes step, wash your hands, and then some people will say wash it with antibacterial soap. I just say just grab the saline solution and go ahead and start cleaning it from the top to bottom. You shouldn't need a Q-tip on that, just because all you're doing is you're just cleaning it after it being in contact with whatever bodies of water that you had it submerged for. So you're just trying to keep the debris clean, and usually it's just water and other bacteria. So saline solution with the mist, the fine mist, should do the job. So just make sure that if you're going anywhere near any bodies of water, it's not saying that, hey, I recommend you jumping in the water or accidentally falling in. Pay attention to where you're going. But if you do, it's not a big deal. Don't trip. Just remember your aftercare. Follow, like, subscribe. Check out platinumtattoos.com where you can find all this aftercare, or follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Message one of the guys or myself, and we can get back to you and show you and give you the links to these videos. Or you could just remember, because you just saw this video, and make sure to take your aftercare and just take care of it.